Hi YouTube family, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. Hope you guys had a wonderful day today. I am gonna be sharing an amazing recipe with you all. It is no other but jollof rice with turkey. And this is one that my friend had shown me how to do last summer, but I'm gonna do it on my own today with a little bit of a twist. So come on down and cook jollof rice with me. This is a Nigerian and a Ghanaian flavor of rice. It is delicious, so flavorful, and if you like spicy food, this is one for you. I nicely wash and clean the turkey meat with some lime juice. This is what we're going to use to pair up with our jollof rice. I noticed that turkey is one of the most popular meat used to pair up with the jollof rice. These are some of the fresh ingredients I'm going to season the turkey with. I have here 1 onion, I have some garlic and a few pieces of ginger. I'm going to blend these up to season our turkey, so let's get started. In the blender with a little bit of water, we're going to blend all our fresh ingredients. For the dried ingredients, we're going to go in with salt first. A bit of curry powder. I'm going to leave all the measurement in the description below. We're going to add some black pepper. White pepper can work here as well. A nice handful of dried fine thyme. You guys know that I like to use my fresh ingredients, but for this specific recipe, they ask for dried fine thyme. Now we're gonna add our blended ingredients. That's the ginger, the garlic, and the onion. I'm gonna go in and really mix our ingredients in well. Smells good with different flavors here. So my oil is nice and ready. We're gonna add our turkey meat in here, fry it up nicely until the natural water is gone. Don't make no. So we're gonna cover this down and come back to it in a few minutes. To create a nice sauce and like a paste for our jollof rice, I have here a head of garlic, I have tomatoes, I have hot pepper, and I have bell pepper. Let me show you how I'm gonna prepare these. So I'm gonna brush my garlic with some oil. I have coconut oil here. And on my griddle, I'm gonna add my peppers and garlic to get a nice char, and that will give our jollof rice a nice smoky flavor. I'm gonna remove the seeds from the pepper and cut them into smaller pieces to achieve that nice quick char on them. So I'm gonna also brush the peppers with some of the coconut oil, and this helps it to get that nice char that we're looking for. The pepper is going to give our jollof rice a vibrant looking color and the flavor that we're looking for in the jollof rice. Remember, this is not my Guyanese recipe. I'm just following what my friend did. Let's move over to the griddle and get these charred up. So we're going to add our garlic, and you hear that sizzle? We're gonna go in and add our peppers. This charring process can also be done in your oven or in a pan on top of your stove. You can also skip this process, but the jollof rice is known to have a nice smoky flavor, and this is one way that I can achieve it. So if you notice, our peppers are getting a nice char. I added my onion as well, and the garlic, look at that. It's cooking up nicely, becoming nice and soft. And then you just have to squeeze them out. I'm going to let it go a little bit more because on the top it's still a little bit hard. But it smells so nice in here. Remember to put your fan on because the smoke is going to be everywhere in your kitchen, and your smoke alarm might go off as well. So I'm gonna let it go for a little bit more, and then we will pull these off. In the meantime, let's check on our turkey, how it's doing. So there's a lot of its natural water here in the turkey. but there was a lot more than this. So I'm gonna cover it, but not tightly covered, with a little bit of some air going in here, and that's gonna help to dry out all the natural liquid, just like this. Let me show you guys. So I'm gonna put on the lid like halfway, like that. So some of the steam will come out, and then we will add some water and cook the turkey until it's nice and tender. You can do this in a pressure cooker and speed up the process, or you can just cook it while you're preparing the rest of the ingredients. All the natural water from the turkey is completely gone. So it's time for us to add some water in here. We're gonna cover it down, leave it to cook, and then start with getting our paste ready. So I have all my beautiful charred pepper. I did 2 small tomatoes, my onions. I also did the hot pepper. I gave them a nice little char. I'm gonna remove the seeds before I blend them. And this is my garlic. This baked tomato, I didn't char this one up because it's gonna release a lot of juice and make so much mess, and I want the juice from this one to help me to blend all my ingredients. I'm also adding a piece of ginger. So let me show you what we're doing for this process. So now we have all our ingredients nicely chopped. I'm gonna start blending. First, we're gonna go in with some tomatoes and hot pepper. The tomato will give some liquid to the puree and some hot pepper. We're gonna add some of that garlic and ginger. We're gonna add our charred bell pepper and some onions. These are the charred onions, and I did roast the small tomatoes. So we're gonna put those in, and we're gonna give it a good blend. Check out the nice thickness here of all that beautiful goodness. So into our oil, we're gonna fry up 2 onions. If you have a large one, that will do. And for this process, you have to use quite a bit of oil. So my turkey is nice and tender. I remove it from the water it was cooking in. I'm gonna go ahead and fry them up a bit while I'm making the sauce for the jollof rice. Make sure all the liquid from the chicken is completely drained out, because when you're frying it, it's gonna splatter up and you can get burned. Into the onions, we're gonna add some tomato paste, about 2 tablespoons. And we're gonna fry this until it's nice and saturated into the oil and the onions all mixed in well together. I'm gonna cook out the rawness from the tomato paste for about 5 minutes in the oil and the onions. I'm looking to achieve a nice dark brown and crispiness on the outside of the turkey. So now that our tomato paste is crumbling up now into the oil, we're gonna go in and add our pepper mixture. So we're gonna go in now and add our pepper mixture. And we're gonna cook this until most of the liquid is gone and until it forms like a nice thick paste. So our sauce is looking absolutely amazing. It starts to splatter up, so I try to lower my stove down. Look how nice and thick. Most of the liquid is gone. We're gonna start flavoring it up. I'm gonna go in with some salt. We're gonna add some black pepper. White pepper is preferred to be used in this recipe, but I don't have any. We're gonna go in with a bay leaf. I already add 1 in there. Some dried thyme. Some curry powder, believe it or not. This recipe asks for curry powder. And some all-purpose adobo seasoning. We're gonna mix. Smell good, right?
Smells good.
And then we're gonna let the sauce or the pepper paste, cook with all that ingredients for about 4 to 5 minutes before we go in here and add our rice. So if you notice, I changed my pot into my Dutch oven because they recommend that you make it in a pot with a very tight lid and without any holes on the cover. So I'm gonna put it in here, mix it up nicely. So the best rice to use for your jollof rice is Basmati rice, and that's what I'm using here today. We're gonna give it a good mix. Look how beautiful the color is already. So I'm gonna add my rich turkey broth that I cooked the turkey in. We don't want too much. We're not boiling this rice. We're just like frying it up in that sauce and a little bit of the stock or broth if you have. Just about this. We're gonna cover it down tightly and let it cook for about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and check it out. So guys, leaving the pot covered and using a spatula to just slightly turn the rice over. All my grains are nice and long. There is a lot of moisture in here still, so I'm gonna cover the pot and leave it to go a little bit more. I'm gonna taste for salt, and then we're gonna let it cook for about, let's see what, about maybe 8 to 10 more minutes. I just want to taste to make sure that we have enough salt in there. Altogether, I added 4 cups of the broth to the rice. You don't want to add too much, and by covering it down and not opening the pot often, it helps to cook the rice faster. Basmati rice cook really fast, so you have to be careful of how much liquid you're adding to the pot. We have a little bit more to go. And guys, our jollof rice is finished. Beautifully loosey, nice, colorful, and hot and spicy. I'm gonna plate it up and let you guys know how this tastes. One big full pot of jollof rice. So let me give you guys a close-up, and this is my plate with the perfectly done jollof rice. I have here some horseradish, cucumber, red onion, and some avocado to go with it, with my fried turkey. It came out beautiful. Let me do my taste test and reveal that for you all. Who's ready for some jollof rice? Guys, you can do it too. You know how badly I like to play around with my ingredients to try different culture food. My friend from church had made this, and I was in her kitchen. I saw how she did it. My family love it. It's spicy. The rice is really nice and scattered. And with the fried turkey, most of the time they make it with, or you can make it with any kind of boiled meat, and then you deep fry them. And that's how they usually serve the jollof rice. And look how fluffy and light and scattered the rice is. I ended up putting in about 1.5 hot pepper. I was going to put 4, but when I taste that nice pepper paste, it was very spicy. Cheers, guys. Wow. Full with flavor. Ginger, the thyme, the curry, everything is just the pepper. Perfect balance of pepper, not too much at all. It has such a beautiful flavor. Oh my goodness. And I have all the beautiful things here to mellow down that nice spice, and my fried turkey. That's what it's meant to eat with, and you can see it is soft. If you don't like the fried turkey, you can make it with any meat of your choice. Matthew, how was your jollof rice?
It tastes really good.
I'm always proud of myself when I try a different culture dish and when it came out nice. So guys, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my jollof rice. Take a mouthful. And I surely took one mouthful. Every one of you that's watching, I really want to enjoy it. Oh my God, it's so flavorful, so tasty, and just a few simple ingredients. If I can make jollof rice, you can do it too. Take care, God bless, love you all. Bye for now.